Good morning. I'm Ashlyn from Booty Fit, and Kerry has kindly joined me today. Kerry, whereabouts are you based in Edinburgh?
I am based in Edinburgh, yeah.
Did we see you as well?
You did, yes. We were the very loud cheering squad, sitting drinking coffee and eating cake.
Okay, good. So we went through, sorry, I've just started off with that because it just dawned on me. We met up with some booty fitters and ran through Edinburgh when it was packed solid one weekend. And I do remember you and Susan standing outside, because you know Tracy, don't you?
Yeah, we do. And Lindsay was there as well, actually.
Lindsay.
Lindsay Dobson.
Oh, you know Lindsay as well.
Yeah, Lindsay's part of our group as well.
Ah, who owns a bed and breakfast?
That's correct. She owns a bed and breakfast in Blackpool.
Oh, right. Okay, right. It's all falling into place now. But anyway, sorry, back to the reason why. So Kerry has joined us today because recently you have joined our 21-day weight loss program, and now you've gone on to become a monthly member, okay? So Kerry, let's start by kicking off with a really rude question. What age are you?
I am 51.
51. Okay, and the reason why we ask that is just to prove to people that there is hope for females once they get past the age of 40, okay? So before you joined Booty Fit, can you give us a little bit of an idea what was going on for you?
So before I joined Booty Fit, I'd heard of Booty Fit through Tracy, and before I joined, I had been to the doctor because I was having menopausal symptoms. The only thing she could offer me was HRT or antidepressants, but my mum had a hormone positive breast cancer 14 years ago, so I can't take HRT, and I didn't want to take antidepressants. I'm not one for taking drugs unless you absolutely have to. So we agreed that I would try diet and exercise, and she gave me 3 months to sort of get myself together before I went back to her. That was in June. We got to the beginning of September. I still hadn't done very much about it. I had joined the gym, but I hadn't done anything about my diet at all. And then Tracy said that this 5-day free challenge was coming. So I joined the group for the free challenge, had a look. I'll be really honest, I didn't do anything about it during the 5-day free challenge. I listened in and I watched what was going on. And then when the 21-day challenge opened up, I decided it's now or never. This came at a really good time for me. It was more about a medical thing than a weight loss. Weight loss is fantastic, and yes, I wanted to lose weight, but I had to do something about the symptoms that I was having. I wasn't sleeping well. I was always tired. I could sleep 10 hours at night, get up, drop kids at school, come back and sleep another 3 or 4 hours and still feel tired.
Okay.
Muscle aches, joint aches, brain fog like you wouldn't believe, itchy skin, you name it, I had it. So this came at a really good time, and that's why I decided to join.
Okay. So primarily because of your menopausal symptoms,
Yes.
and you were just saying lack of energy, brain fog, and just not feeling yourself.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm just being nosy. How comes you didn't get involved in the free 5-day challenge? Were you still apprehensive about the whole process at this point then?
Yes, I was very skeptical about it. It was a bit, it's another diet, it's not going to work. I've tried everything else, but why is this going to work when nothing else has? And to be honest, in those 5 days, my head just wasn't in the right place. But listening to Tracy talk, watching Susan and some of the others really get stuck in, and reading all the posts in the group, I thought, well, it's now or never. If you don't try it, you're not going to know. So
you know what, that's the tough thing, because I've been there as well. When you've got brain fog, it's a bit like I really want to listen, but you know what? I just haven't got it in me. Is it that? Yeah. It's like I can't take it in, so it's just one thing too many. Okay, so didn't take part in the challenge. You were skeptical. What kind of things have you tried in the past then for your health or weight loss or whatever?
So I've tried for health and weight loss. I've been a Slimming World member. I've been a member of Weight Watchers. I've tried 5-2. I've tried calorie counting.
Okay.
Everything works for a week or two, and I'll lose 5-6 pounds. I lose very, very slowly. So I lose 5 or 6 pounds, and then I just start putting it back on. And by the time I stop doing whatever it is I'm doing, I'm heavier than I was when I started.
Okay, so don't believe in the more conventional diets. You were skeptical about this. Like, what was your apprehension? Just thinking, here we go again. This is like another
It's a fad. I've watched what Tracy eats, and I know that Tracy's done really well on it, but I would look at what she was serving for dinner and think, oh my God, how are you not starving? I couldn't possibly eat that. I'd want 4 times. I love my food. And the thing about Slimming World is it's great, it works for some people, but for me, it just didn't teach portion control, and that's what I needed. I would have, like, Slimming World, it's free pasta, it's free potatoes, they're my favorite things. So when I saw one recipe was 40 grams of rice, I literally cried.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have 100 grams of pasta and then go back for more.
Okay.
So portion size and just, it's another fad thing.
Okay. So you were feeling skeptical, but you joined anyway. You've done the 21-day program and now you're a monthly member, okay? What was the process like for you then?
So joined as a monthly member and then looked at the recipes and thought, oh crap, what have I done?
Okay.
I am really fussy as well, really fussy. But when I joined, I committed that I was going to try new things, and I wasn't going to say, I'm very bad at looking at something and saying, I don't like that, without even trying it. So I said that I wasn't going to do that, that I was going to try new things. And then when I got through and I actually sat down and started making a food plan, and I was like, oh, well, actually, that's not too bad. And this looks quite tasty. So started off still very skeptical. The first week I was really surprised that I wasn't hungry.
Okay.
Really surprised, and I kept thinking this is gonna, it's got to fail at some point. I've got to be hungry at some point.
Right, nice and positive.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly, because I was so skeptical. And as we went into the week, I remember going for lunch with my mum on the Thursday of the first week, and my mum saying, you're not eating enough, how can you possibly not be hungry? And I was like, actually, I'm not. I'm really enjoying it. The food is just, it's fresh, it's flavorful, and the portions might look small, but they're really, really filling. And by that point, I'd sort of thought, this was on the Thursday, so 4 days in, I was thinking, oh, maybe this will work after all.
Okay. I obviously haven't done Weight Watchers or Slimmers World or things like that, okay? What do you think's different about what we do?
Well, Slimming World it's all about eat as much as you want of certain foods, and I know that you don't follow calories, but as you keep saying, calorie count has to come into it. You have to be in a calorie deficit. You're never ever in a calorie deficit with Slimming World, never. Okay. Because you eat too much of the things that they call free foods. Weight Watchers did work for a little while, but I got really bored with it. And it was just, I felt that I was eating the same food all the time, and it became really repetitive. It's just myself and my son that's at home. My son doesn't eat the same foods as I eat. He's got an egg and nut allergy, so cooking's really difficult for him. And I get bored with it, because I think partly because I was doing it on my own, whereas with doing it with you guys, you've got a cheer squad in the background constantly cheering you on and saying, come on, you can do it. And if you're having a bad day, they lift you up. And it's just...
And you know, I really think that with the Facebook accountability group, you do have, if you want to, you've got people that you can virtually hang out with 24/7.
Yes.
And you know what, obviously we give you the tools to do things. Let me just get rid of that on my computer. We give you the tools to do things, but I think the accountability group, the support that you get, definitely helps with people's results, okay? No. So you've done your final weigh-in, 21-day challenge results came in yesterday. So yes. Obviously the really important thing is we want to know how much weight you've lost, if that's important to you, but more importantly, tell us all about your wins. How has your life changed for the better, do you think?
So overall, I have lost 20.9 pounds, so 1.5 stone in 3 weeks, which is, I haven't lost that amount of weight in 25 years of dieting.
Hold on a minute. I genuinely, I obviously went through the results yesterday, but I didn't remember exactly how much you lost, okay? So you have lost 21 pounds.
I have lost 21 pounds in 3 weeks. I couldn't be more delighted. I've never lost that amount of weight in my entire life.
Jesus, and I'm really glad that you're smiling, because we always say we give you the tools, but it's all of you that has done the hard work to get that result, okay? You've lost 21 pounds, right? But what other things? And weight loss is amazing, but you told me that you weren't just doing this for weight loss. There was other reasons why. Talk to me.
The weight loss is definitely a bonus. So I joined because of the health benefits. So before I wasn't sleeping, now I'm going to bed, I'm sleeping all night, I'm not waking up during the night, I'm waking up in the morning. I wake up most mornings, not this morning, but I wake up most mornings before my alarm goes off. I wake up feeling refreshed. I don't feel groggy. I don't feel tired. The fatigue through the day has gone. I haven't had a daytime nap since this started. The muscle aches and the joint aches have gone. The brain fog is clearer. I don't have itchy skin anymore. My skin's clearer. I got my hair cut on Saturday. The hairdresser says my hair's in fantastic condition. Just I feel great in myself, and I feel more confident.
Jesus. And you know what? When I was listening to that, I need to make it clear, I've never spoken to Kerry before in my life. This is the first time that we've ever caught up, right? Because it almost feels like I've paid you the way, like, you know, I'm a totally transformed woman here, okay? And you know what? I always say to people, weight loss is lovely, but my God, getting a good night's sleep and getting up out of bed and thinking I'm ready to live the day,
Yes.
to me, that's such a nicer feeling than any amount of weight loss. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I look after 2 kids, and I went into work one morning last week, and the 9-year-old said to me, "What's wrong with you? You're far too cheerful this morning."
Oh, good. Okay. So you know what? Your results are absolutely amazing, okay, Kerry. I need to ask you a couple of things. You need to answer me honestly, right? You've now become a monthly member. What we've gone through, what you've got access to, do you see this as a sustainable way of living your life forevermore?
Yes, I didn't think I would, but yes, I do. And joining and becoming a monthly, it was a no-brainer. It was stupid not to. People that weren't following the challenge but were posting meals, I kept thinking, that's not fair. That looks really nice. When can I get that? So it was a no-brainer joining, and the recipes. Like I say, I am really, really fussy. And when I first looked at the recipes, again, it was oh, what am I going to eat? But you know, almost half of the recipes, if I don't already like them, I'm willing to try. And for me, that's a huge thing. And hopefully as time goes on, it'll become more and more that I will try.
And you know what? I always say this, Shelley and I love our food. Like, food is the priority of each and every day. So we don't just put recipes in there that fill people up. We put recipes in there that we take time for. Shelley takes time to put together because we love food, taste and flavours, okay? The last thing I want to ask you is, are you going to go back to your doctors? You said that June, July, August. Do you go back for a review after 3 months?
I need to make an appointment to speak to her this month.
Awesome. And I want to hear what your doctor says. And you know, just before we finish off, Kerry, I don't know if I said this in the group as well, but I really, really take my hat off to you, okay? Because we live in a world now that everything is now, everything's downloadable. Everyone goes for the quick win. Everyone goes for medication. And you had a choice to take antidepressants, and that would have been the real easy, quick win. But you've taken the bull by the horns and you've taken control of your health. And I genuinely mean it. You should be really, really proud of yourself there, matey.
I am really proud of myself, actually. I'm proud of the weight loss. I'm proud of how I feel. I'm proud of the fact that I set out to achieve something and I've achieved that.
Brilliant. Kerry, thank you so much. I'm just going to stop recording and I'm going to say goodbye to you. Bear with me for one moment. How do I do